Sports fans have been waiting for live action, and we finally get some this weekend when NASCAR returns. They'll be racing at Darlington on Sunday, and to talk about that, we bring in Jeff Striegel, NASCAR play-by-play man for MRN. Jeff, how big of a deal is it for NASCAR to be first?
I think it's a big deal, Jack. We're going to have the eyes of not only the sports fans from around the country on us, but I think we're going to have the eyes of everybody that is looking for something new, something fresh to watch. I would expect that the ratings for TV and radio are going to be through the roof.
No practice laps. Starting positions were set by owners' points in a random draw, so Brad Keselowski starts on the pole. These cars haven't raced in 2 months. How much attrition do you expect in this first race?
That's a good question. I think they're going to bring, we're used to taking cars off the trailer, if you will, the race car trailer, putting them on the track and having them very, very close to race conditions, maybe a minor tweak here or there. So I don't know that we're going to see anything extraordinary, more out of the question. I think we may see some, but if they're going to get attrition, it's going to come from that racetrack, which is Darlington. That's a very difficult racetrack to run. And for the first time back, yeah, we may see a car or two that gets into the fence earlier than what we might expect.
Jeff, no fans in the crowd, so they'll be watching on TV and listening on radio. Will there be anything else different this weekend?
Well, I think there's going to be a lot different, Jack. If we use one example, normally on any given Cup weekend, you might have 4,000 people that would be credentialed and would be in the infield among those race teams. When we go to Darlington on Sunday, there will be no more than 900. I think NASCAR's gone out of their way to actually script out where haulers are expected to park, how teams are expected to interact, even to the point of how drivers are supposed to interact. So I really feel like they've done everything they can in order to make this a success.
Usually a driver gets that checkered flag, the crowd goes nuts, they do some burnouts and spray their crews. What's that celebration going to be like after they win?
I don't know. I think it probably is going to depend on who it is. We could see a first-time winner, and I would expect that there would be a very big celebration. We got Ryan Newman coming back. If he was to find his way to victory lane, I would think you would see a very significant celebration.
How incredible is it that Ryan Newman is going to be back behind a wheel?
Amazing, absolutely amazing. And to think that he spent only 48 hours in the hospital when we go back and we revisit that crash and we think of the magnitude of that crash. And I think we all thought at the same time, the same thing, that man, oh man, we may have just lost Ryan Newman, only to find out 48 hours later he was going to walk out of the hospital under his own power. And here we are now, a couple of months removed now from Daytona, but ready to get back behind the wheel of the car.
Jeff, I know you'd like nothing more than to be there calling this race for MRN, but safety regulations keep you here in West Michigan. Will you put on a headset and call this race for your wife and family? How are you going to deal with not being there?
They don't allow me to do that. They don't want to hear me at all. I will, I'll pull it up on TV. I'll probably pull the sound down and match it up, sync it with the Motor Racing Network just so I can hear what they're doing, how they're doing it. Obviously, I wish them the best. And you're right, Jack, I do wish I was there, probably more than any other race. I'd like to be there to be a part of what we're doing as a sport. But with NASCAR releasing the additional schedule that they did yesterday, it will look like I'll be going back to work at Homestead in Miami on June the 14th. NASCAR releasing the schedule, letting us know Darlington, then Charlotte, on to Bristol, Martinsville, under the lights on a Saturday night. That's a can't miss event. Homestead and then Talladega on June 21st. And after that, NASCAR will be releasing the additional schedule. They're just kind of taking it step by step.